What's good people? It's your boy CJ Randolph, and this is the Just a Messenger podcast, where we're trying to change the world one message at a time. And what's that message? The message of love, of hope, of joy, and of peace. Speaking of peace, we got 52 pieces of podcast for y'all, because this is number 52. Yes, we did it, y'all. We set a goal out to produce one video per week for the year. And now, this is episode 52. Whew, man. It wasn't easy. But if y'all remember, episode number 1 was Get Uncomfortable. And I was actually wearing this same exact shirt. Don't worry, it's been washed many times. And I was talking about how actually starting this podcast was an uncomfortable thing for me. But the message that I received today and what to talk about was be consistent in your consistency. Look how profound was that? But one thing that I think I realized was that I'm consistent in the things that I am comfortable with. But the things that I am uncomfortable with, I lack that consistency. And so being able to do what I've done today is produce 52 videos with 52 plus messages with 15 to 20 different messengers is something that I rarely do, and that's give myself a little credit. Good job, CJ. Pat on the back. There we go. Moving on. And so, yeah, there's a lot of things that I've learned over this podcast year. And I want to thank y'all first off, or second off, since I already talked about the message. I want to thank y'all, the listeners and people that have supported me and given me support and encouraging messages and thumbs ups and likes. Because when we first started a year ago, just about, there was one subscriber, and that was me, myself. And then now I think we're up to 115. So look at that growth, 114% growth, or whatever the math is. But truthfully, I guess this is my problem. I really didn't care about how many people was watching. I cared about the quality of the people that watched, that if they are learning something, if they're getting a message gem, then that's all that really matters. Because that's all that was kind of told to me to matter, is put it out there. There's so much in this world. 2024 has definitely exposed and showed us so many evils and so many negative and dramatic things that I just wanted to put some positive aspect out there. And if only one person throughout this whole year got a positive message or came on and realized how important they are and the wisdom that they have, then I did my job. And I can be proud of that. And I can continue to do that, because that's what we're going to do. We're going to continue, right? And so, shout out to everybody that came on the podcast and gave us your wisdom, right? We had so many different varieties of messages to the young ladies with the homie Lozano on there talking about dating and being a boss chick. And, to the homie BJ back from the high school days and really showing and showcasing what love is from that young of an age, and having children and being married and guiding through that and being a girl dad and having kids that are now in college and just the amazing aspect of that, the homie Marcus Hunt, and showing how to live legacy for your ladies, right? Another girl dad out there, and just the impact that they've had on me, the messages that I received. I can say job well done, because at least I know one person did get the mission of the Just a Messenger podcast, trying to, just spread the message of love, hope, joy, and peace. And I received that with the guests that came on the show. So, yeah, at least I know one happened, right? And to the Tims and their wisdom and their story, you know these people, or you know of these people, you see them, and then when you actually get the story behind it and the context of things, it just goes deeper and deeper and deeper. And then you actually see, they're painting the picture of their story, right? And so that's just a wonderful thing to be able to bring people on and be transparent about their journey and pull out the message gems as they're unpacking it, right? So remember, diamond, right? It's cold and gets a little pressure. And then now we got to dig it out, shine it up, and then boom, there you go. It's something of value. So I hope these message gems have been of value to y'all. I also want to shout out the vulnerability and transparency of my wife. She's come on and she's been a great co-host and bring beauty to the stage. And then also, a lot of her friends, Angie, the captain, as I like to call her, and being transparent on a lot of things that some of y'all are going through, and it's very difficult to talk about. Being able to talk about the loss of children and different circumstances, and how you go through that, and how you change someone else's perspective, and how you help someone else that's in that same, or that has been in that same situation. So it's a wonderful thing to really just recap and look at all the message gems that I've even forgot, right? It's just crazy. Like the homie Joey, the sink and swim was just one of the messages that hit me so profound, because it's true. And that's when it comes with the consistency aspect of it, of if you're not consistent, and then guess what? If you're not consistently swimming and paddling toward your goal, then what are you doing? You're sinking, right? I call that kind of like the treadmill of life. If you are on a treadmill of life and you're walking or jogging toward your goal, but once you stop, you start going backwards, right? And so that's a very important thing that I always really am happy of, that I was able to hear and listen and put it out there. And y'all had some really good feedback. And so we just really are just happy that we are able to, provide some messages out there for y'all, of the message of hope, joy, love. And what my main thing is peace. I feel like we are searching for so much peace out here in this world, and we're doing it in the wrong ways, right? 2024 showed us that a lot of people were not at peace. They thought they were at peace, and then they maybe caught up to them. And it was just a thing that we have to realize, that we are a community, and we can learn from each other, and the peace that you may be seeking may be something different, but there's a little piece of my peace that can give you peace, right? Maybe there's just a little, maybe it's a lot, all right? And I just thank God that the peace that he's given me has allowed me to finally break through my own barriers, break through the uncomfortableness of certain aspects in my life, and be on here and talk to y'all about it. So, with that being said, episode 52 is here, and now it is not. So, be consistent with your consistency, and maybe a piece of my peace can help you with your peace. That's the message, episode 52. And once again, this is the Just a Messenger podcast, where we're trying to change the world one message at a time. And what's that message? The message of hope, love, joy, and peace. And until next time, Selah. Deuces. Peace. Love.